to show you what to do when your job is done on the resin printer, how to clean it, and how to cure it. So first of all, we go over the clean and curing station. Take this off, put it out of the way, take this plate up and out of the way, and then you get your denatured alcohol. That, don't worry, I'll replace this out every once in a while. Set this in here. Then you have this adapter set. You want to make sure that when you set it in here, that your job will be not touching this fan down here. So if you have a really tall job, you want to take this and move it up. If you have a short job, you want to move it down. So for this one, we'll just go right in the middle and have that preset. So now we'll go over to the printer itself. Trying to keep it out of the sunlight, which is why it's in here. Take this off, put it in the back. Make sure that when you're setting it down in the back, you don't actually hit the stick that's in the back. It's going on back. So now your job's ready. Unscrew this. Maybe turn it to the side, make sure nothing drips off of it. So there's your job, and see how it needs to be cleaned? Well, we can do that. So you just go here, put that on, tighten it down a little bit, set it in the water, or not water, but denatured alcohol, and put this on it. Make sure that it's set to wash. The top one's washed, the bottom one's cured. You can set your time. For this one, it's a small one, so just 2 minutes, but you could do 4 or 6. Then hit go. That'll start spinning, and it's going to wash it. So 2 minutes after that, we'll cure it as well. All right, so now it's done washing. Take this up out of the way. Take this all the way out. A lot of times I'll just turn it to the side like this and let it drip. So give it a couple seconds, a minute or two, go do something else, let it drip. And then once it's done dripping, you can just take it and peel it off. Take this back, put this back on your resin printer. Set that. You're ready to go again. I'm going to go ahead and put this back on here so I don't forget. And that can start going. I might need to refill it with resin. Don't forget to refill it with resin. So then you have this, which has been washed but not cured. I'm going to go ahead and pull this valve off, put it to the side, cap it right away. And then I'm going to take this plate, it spins, and there's these 2 little nubbins here that line up with these 2. Put that on there. Take your piece, put it down. Make sure that it says AnyCube in the front. Put it over. Change it over to cure. Again, this is a small piece, and I can hit cure and go. But I prefer to actually take my supports off in between curing and washing. So it's washed so I can touch it, but it's not cured. So I'm actually going to pull these supports off by hand. Sometimes they come off easily, sometimes they don't. So there's the supports. So I'm just going to lay them down there. But you can cure it with supports. It won't hurt anything. 2 minutes, cure, go. And it's going to hit it with UV light. You're just going to spin around. Depending on your part, you may need to flip it upside down and then hit it again and run it again. But after that's done, it'll be ready. All right, so I've just sliced my file for the resin printer on here. So now I'm going to come over to the resin printer. And I do want to get a cord that goes around to it. And for now, this plugs in the top, right above the power. The light will come on, and that means it's plugged in, right back there. So now my files are accessible. Turn this around, and open this up, sit this over to the side, I want to make sure the level of resin that's in there is good for my job. My job's not going to use much resin at all, so I'm fine. If I needed to add any more resin, I would take this resin, the Sierra Tech Gray, which is what it was sliced for. I would shake it up a lot, and then just unscrew and pour in. But when you're pouring in, you don't want it to be much more than this level, right? If you over pour, when this comes down, it will squish in and the resin will get everywhere. So don't pour it much more than this. This is pretty full as is. So take a good shot of that. That's a full vat of resin. All right, so now that the resin's in there, I'm gonna go ahead and put this over it. Actually, to better demonstrate, I can leave it off. I can go to print, and then I'll select my job. And it's right here, and that's already been sliced, and I just hit play, and it's going. And you'll see this slowly go down Bond villain style until it hits that vat. And then as it goes, it's gonna just do layer by layer, and it's gonna flash that light, and my print is gonna be built upside down. So the one thing you want to make sure is that this clears. If this bed isn't all the way on here, it might hit the side, but it's good. It's not going to hit the side at all, and it's going to go down. And see, if I would have filled it more, it would have popped up. So now it's down to 1%, and it's now just going to sit there and kind of move up and down, or just move up every so often as it goes. So for now, I'm going to take this and cover it. I don't want to let sunlight or UV light hit it at all like that, because then it'll cure it. So I'm going to go ahead and shut this as well and let it go. Thanks.